Karnaugh map or K map. It is a very important topic that you have to study in order to reduce the sum of product or product of sum. After understanding the max term and min term, we have derived the sum of product and product of sum. And after sum of product and product of sum, to reduce the long expression of SOP and POS, we make use of Karnaugh map or K map. So let us start with K map. K map is a graphical display of fundamental products in a truth table. It is a rectangle made up of certain number of squares, each square representing a max term or min term. It is basically used to reduce the long expression of SOP or POS. It means the Karnaugh map can be plotted for sum of product and product of sum both. Let us learn how to start plotting of K map. Now in a function of a n number of variables, that is the n number of components, there would be the map of to the power of n number of squares. Suppose the function x comma y, then the variables are x and y. That is, the total number of variable is 2. Therefore, to the power of n equals to 4 squares. The total number of variable, how we will find out? We will find out by seeing here. If the function is having values, variables written x comma y comma z, then we say the total number of components are 3. Using the formula to the power of n, to the power of 3 equals to 8 cells or squares. Similarly, for a function wxyz, the total number of variables are 4. So to the power of 4 equals to 16. So there are 16 squares in the Karnaugh map or cells in the Karnaugh map. Now plotting of K map for reducing the sum of product. Why we plot K map? We plot K map to reduce the long expression of sum of product or product of sum. Now again going back, if there are two variables, suppose x and y, then how we will plot the Karnaugh map? Now we have to remember that any variable can have maximum of 2 states. Suppose the variable is a, then a can be either a or a bar. That is why we use the formula to the power of n, where 2 represents the 2 states and n is the total number of variable, where n is the number of variable or component. So putting this in mind and also remembering that the sum of product is made up of min terms, in which a equals to 1 and a bar equals to 0. We come back to the plotting. To plot the K map for a 2 component, we draw one rectangle and then we divide it into 2 halves by drawing a horizontal and a vertical line. Then we draw one line here and we write this side as x and this side as y. That's why x and y here. Now x and y, the single components, can have maximum 2 states. So x bar, x, y bar, y. This x bar, y bar that is written in a cell, we are not supposed to write this. This is for your explanation. Now we see at the bottom right side, we have to write the value, designation value of each cell. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now how this 0, 1, 2, 3 has derived? We see that each cell is a combination of row and column. So row wise, here we get xy and here y bar, x bar. X bar, y bar, 0, 0. That's why it results to 0. X bar, y, 0, 1. So in decimal it is 1. X, y bar. So x, y bar, it is 2. X, y, 1, 1. So in decimal it will be 3. So we have to remember that we have to write 0, 1, 2, 3 at the corner in a small size of each cell. Let us move to plot the K-map for 3 variables. Suppose the variables are function x, y and z. Now this is very important to remember. If the function names are given here x, y, z, we also have to write x, y, z in the same way as it is written. If we are writing ABC in the place of x, y, z, it will be wrong. And if it is written in capital, you also have to write in capital. If it is written in small, you also have to write in small letter. For 3 variable, to the power of n equals to 8. That is, to the power of 3 equals to 8. We don't have to write this formula in our answer. This is for your explanation how the 8 cells have come. Then we will draw one rectangle and we will divide the 3 component into 2 half. X will come here, YZ will go up. So we will draw 4 columns and 2 rows. X bar, X, and here the above YZ combination that we are supposed to plot, it is very easy to remember. We first put the designation values of the cell at the corner. So as you see, 0, 1, we don't write 2 here, we write 2, 3, similarly 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the first cell 0, it means the min-term combination of this cell will be x bar, y bar, z bar. So we put here y bar, z bar. Then we see the common of this is 7, which is very easy to remember that the 7 is 1, 1, 1. It means x, y and z. So we get the x from here, y, z we put here. So the 2 of the columns are finished, y bar, z bar, y, z. In min-term combination, you know that each term has to be barred at once or the other. So we see the second cell, that is 1. 1 is 0, 0, 1. So x bar we get from here. We will put y bar z, that results to 0, 0, 1. So the above combination, it is very easy to remember. The first one y bar z bar, third one yz, then we bar the first y and the second y z bar. If you remember this combination, it's good. If you don't remember, you can derive the yz combination by just converting these designation values in their min terms. Let us see the third one, that is the 4 variable combination, how to plot the variables when there are 4 in number. This is very important because in your exam you will either get of 3 or 4. The 4 variable, that is to the power of 4 equals to 16 squares. So we put a rectangle and we divide it into 4 rows and 4 columns. It is very important to understand the designation values of this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we write 6, 7. This was same for the 3 variables. Then 8 will come at the down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we divide A, B, C, D into two halves. So A, B min term combination comes here and C, D min term combination comes here. The combination of A, B, whatever the combination we derive here, will be the same combination for C, D also. And the trick is same. If we remember, okay. If we don't remember, then we will go with the first cell and we write the 0 designation. So A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. So C bar, D bar we will put here. A bar, B bar we will put here. So A bar, B bar will be applicable for all the cells of this row. And C bar, D bar will be applicable for all the cells of this column. Next combination 15 we will see. 15 is 1, 1, 1, 1. So very easy. It means this row will have AB and this column will have CD. Next, the easiest one we see is 5. 5 is 1, 0, 1. In the set of 4, it will be 0, 1, 0, 1. So it will be A bar, B, C bar, D. Of course, the last one we will have A, B bar and here C, D bar. So further if we proceed, that we see that this is a empty Carnot map and here we have learned how to plot the 3 variable, 2 variable or the 4 variable combination of Carnot map. Next we proceed and we see one example. Plotting of Carnot map when the function is having value. So we see here that for the 3 variable function A, B, C equals to summation 0, 1, 2, 4 and 5. Summation indicates min term. It means we have to plot a Carnot map for a min term, that is sum of product. So we will plot a Carnot map for 3 variables and then wherever the designation value given in the question, it is a cardinal form of an expression. So wherever it is the values are given, in all those places we put 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And in the remaining cells we put zeros. If you remember, min term or SOP works with 1. So we have to put ones in the place the values which are given in the question. And we don't have to leave the remaining cells empty. The remaining cells has to be filled by 0. Let us see the another example. Function wxyz, we are supposed to plot a Carnot map for the sum of product where the values are given as 0, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12 and 13. So if it is a 4 variable, it means we are getting 16 cells ranging from 0 to 15. So we will plot a 16 cell, write the designation values. Remember, after 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12, 13, 14 and 15. And then we also see the combination. Very easy. Whatever the values, cardinal values written here, just put 1, 1, 1 in all those places. And in remaining places, we put zeros. So, the work is yet not complete. We have to reduce it. For reducing, we used to do pairing of these ones. But that we will see in our next video. Here, we are just learning how to plot the K-maps of sum of products. Now we will see how to plot the Carnot map for product of sum. This is very important to pay attention. We have to make use of max term, and in max term x is your 0 and x bar is your 1, and this is the place where student mistakes. So for two variable to plot the Karnaugh map of product of sum, we write here, we draw a rectangle and just we write x and x bar in place of x bar x and y and y bar. Now similarly, we put the designation values 0, 1, 2, 3, but if you see the combination here, it is no more a min term, it is a max term combination. Remember, you don't have to write this combination in your answer. This is for your explanation. Let us move to the second example to plot the K-map for three variables. So the plotting is more or less same. What you need to pay attention is the combination set that you will put for the variables. So you see, instead of x you will put x bar, instead of y bar z bar you will put y plus z or y plus z bar, or instead of yz you have to put here y bar plus z bar, y bar plus z. The max term combination of the variables. Further we see for the four set of variables. Similarly, as we used to plot for sum of product, for the product of sum also we will write AB and CD, but not in min term, in max terms. And the combination, you remember A stands for 0, so in place of A bar we write here A,